Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is my favorite week. We jump into research writing. I really like writing research papers. I have to do it all the time on my doctorate, so if I didn't enjoy it, I'd be a little crazy by now because I have to do so many of them. But I like legal research because you get to look at, hey, what are really complications in the healthcare industry related to legal issues? So you can look at legal research from a variety of perspectives. You need to check out cases. Of course, there's case studies out there that look at different cases in the healthcare hemisphere per se, but that's up to you. So you take a look at legal research from whatever perspective that you want. Maybe you want to talk about HIPAA. Maybe you want to talk about anti-kickback statutes. Lots of different things out there that you can think about from the perspective of your paper. So start thinking about where you want to do your research and what information you want to look up. And you don't want it to be too difficult that you can't find relevant information about it. So, a lot of people want to do these really cool research papers and they can't find any research out there for their paper. That really defeats the purpose, right? So make sure it's easily identifiable in regards to when you look at Google Scholar, you can find your information. And you're probably like, what's Google Scholar? We haven't talked about that yet, but that's coming up this week. So if you look at week 4, I'm going to make this your view so you don't see anything that you wouldn't normally see. Week 4, APA writing and legal research. If you take a look at that, going to have a lot of information out there of how do we write, what's our tutorial in regards to Google Scholar. So that's what we start with. A few different lectures. So you have, of course, your APA style informational video and your Google Scholar lecture, which are going to talk about your legal research paper and how we find information that we need. So also take a look at the legal research folder, which is located in the course content. This is just a link to that. So when you take a look at this, well, I might have to fix that. If I had to delete it, it's not going to let me provide a link. So you have to go to the course content section. It's at the top of the page, so it's not really that big a deal. It didn't go anywhere, but the link won't exist anymore in file folder number 4. So legal research is located right here above module 1. So when you take a look at that, it goes over what's due and why it's due, your paper submission and your video submission. So you're probably asking yourself, why do I have to study about writing an APA research paper? Well, it's because we have a research paper due mid-year. You need to take a look at that. We're not going to go over it right now, but it's important for you to review so you make sure you know the instructions. So the instructions are at the top right here. And if you look a little bit below, the research paper video submission and the research paper submission itself are located there. The link should work. So when you take a look at that, it should give you an opportunity. If you finish your material early, you can upload early and be done with it. So let's go back to week 4. Now I'm in the instructor view here, so you'll probably see some things that are a little bit unique. I'm going to turn that off. Be sure to take a look at Google Scholar. That's a tutorial about research, where to find information relevant to your paper. So your Google Scholar research tutorial is at the top. Then you have a little bit about APA. What's APA format? We have to write an APA. It's essential to healthcare. It's really common strategy for anyone doing research. APA style, it's right here. It's located right there from the perspective of make sure you understand how to write and how to write in a format that makes sense. So that's APA style. So take a look at that as well. You're going to have a sample paper in here. And I always tell people when they're writing their paper, when they're writing information, don't stress about the format right away. Write all the information you need and then copy and paste it into a sample paper. And I have provided a sample paper. I think it's a paper that I actually wrote myself that you can just copy and paste your material into, and it already formats it for you. So it really pulls all the information needed in order to make sure that it fits into APA. So that's a cool thing. You're going to see some APA sample papers from Purdue OWL. Purdue OWL is a website. It's actually a library from the University of Purdue, or Purdue University, that's really top of class in regards to the information that it has for writing format. And I go there all the time for APA information. So the Purdue OWL is a great website that you can use. There's a sample paper located there. Another sample paper in Word format where you can copy and paste material much like my sample paper. And then, of course, I listed the legal research paper instructions in here again. And I know it's located on the course content legal research section as well because we just went over that, but it's also located here. So 2 videos I want you to watch. Also some helpful tools. If you click on the link, you're going to find some information about the Purdue OWL, ScreenPal, how to record, how to use an effective PowerPoint presentation for a paper, yada yada. A lot of great information here. So take a look at that when you have time. Be sure to take a look at the 2 videos. Nothing is due this week. So great news, no review questions, just APA questions and tips. If you have questions, you can throw them in there. Maybe it's something relevant to everyone else in the class and I can answer it so everyone can see that's what that's there for. But there's nothing due this week. I just want you to concentrate on writing an effective paper. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I know this is a longer check-in, but I felt that it was necessary because I think it's really, really imperative that you get started on your legal research really, really soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help in any way. Thanks so much.